Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and today I want to tell you about the disadvantages of life in Bali that I noticed for myself, for which you must be prepared and see if you can put up with them if you want to come live in Bali. The first minus, I think, is relevant for residents of the Russian Federation and the CIS countries. This is that there are almost no washing machines in any apartments or villas, and it's very difficult when you are used to something else, when you have a washing machine at home and you can wash things every day. There is no such thing here, and you will have to carry things in laundry. The cost is different. I saw the minimum cost is about 30 cents per kilogram things, and the maximum cost that I saw is about $2 per kilogram of things. Usually this price is in a hotel. That is, the hotel acts as an intermediary between the laundry and you. So I advise you to go directly to the laundry without intermediaries and hand over things at the lowest price. The average price is about 50-60 cents per kilogram of things. Not to say that this is a huge minus, but sometimes annoying, because often things are returned not quite in perfect condition, and it happens that you hand over things with one problem and they come back to you with another problem. After laundry, it often happens that new stains appear, and once I had such that I handed over things through a cool laundry at prices above average. They washed white jeans for me, and when they returned them to me, I saw that they just turned yellow. Such an old, worn out color, like these jeans are 100 years old. Of course, I immediately returned these things for washing. They washed clothes for me, but practically nothing did change, and I had to buy varnish and bleach and myself, and after that I'm generally somehow afraid to take white jeans to the laundry. So be careful with these two. But again, as I said earlier, in principle this is not such a strong problem, but it is for me personally, it is cause a slight discomfort. The second minus, I think you all heard it about it. These are various insects that we are not used to and which we are not in our countries. There are various huge spiders here. Just a couple of days ago there was an invasion of ticks. I don't know where they disappeared, but literally a couple of days have passed and they are no longer there. They were everywhere, in all the shops and on the street, and it was really scary. But I heard that they usually don't touch people, but mostly bite animals. In general, there are enough living creatures here, and I think this mainly applies to those who plan to rent a villa here and live in a villa. Yes, you will have to deal with various insects and animals, but when you live in a hotel and on a high floor, you encounter this much less often. I know that for some it doesn't matter, because not everyone is afraid of insects. But for me personally, it's not very pleasant, especially when I saw ticks. I was shocked, because as a child I had a tick in my head, and thank God it wasn't infectious. I read a lot about it and what are the consequences after ticks, and I become a little scared, so I still try to avoid various insects. The third minus is theft. Phones are often stolen here. There are special people who ride bikes. Usually two guys. One drives a bike, the other pulls bags. They do it at high speed and very professionally, and mostly tourists become their victims. Mostly girls and people who like to drive at night and not sober. I've heard a lot of stories about phones being stolen, bags being stolen, and usually being pushed off the bike when stolen, especially at night. So I don't advise anyone to ride a bike somewhere at night, especially when drunk, and especially girls alone, because this is the easiest money for thieves, and in fact it's very dangerous. Since I recently visited the hospital and a girl was brought next to me who was riding alone at night. These thieves grabbed her back and pushed her off the bike. She had huge wounds. I realized that they were then sewn up and that sadly she had no insurance. So that I recommend everyone to get insurance anyway, if you especially plan to travel on a bike. It's very dangerous, and in general, in principle, it's better to get insurance. Elementary poisoning like I had, and no one could have foreseen, but it happened, and thank God I had insurance. So I strongly recommend that everyone take out insurance for the entire period of rest. It's not so expensive compared to how much you can pay for treatment. Don't let the gut. For me personally, this is the most significant disadvantages. In general, be careful. Follow at least the elementary rules that you follow in your country. In general, be careful and take care of yourself. These were the three main disadvantages that I identified during my life in Bali. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye bye.